Hey everyone, it's Bethany from Just Thrifted. I hope you are having a good day. It is like 8 degrees in Denver right now and it's snowing, so I am dedicating today to listing my life away. I am trying to get to 500 things in my eBay store, which I'm at, I think, 408 right now, so I have a little ways to go. But I'm hoping in the next day or two I'll hit 500, and that will be a milestone for me because I've never had so much stuff in my store. But I wanted to make a video today to go over, I guess, a couple things. I know you are probably curious how being a stay-at-home mom with no kids is going for me, so I wanted to make this video to kind of update you guys on my life and everything that has to do with selling on eBay. So right now, I wanted to talk about my week last week. I wanted to answer a couple questions that I've gotten, and then I wanted to show you guys how I list. I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys about that, so I just wanted to walk you through that process. First thing though, I wanted to thank you guys for all the feedback you gave me from my first video. A lot of you guys liked it, and a lot of you guys subscribed to me on YouTube and have sent me requests for future video ideas, which has been awesome. It's kind of encouraging to know that I have other fans out there, I guess, besides just my family, who I basically forced to watch my YouTube videos, and I thought that they would be the only ones watching. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you will continue to like them. I know I want to set some of these videos up as like informative videos on like how to do things, whether it's shipping or listing or coming thrifting with me, all of those things. So stay tuned for those. I'll try my best to do a weekly video, but no promises because one, I suck at technology, and two, it'll be hard around the holidays because I'll be traveling. But hopefully once January hits, I'll have more of a regular set schedule, I guess. I know I always talk about that. So let me talk about last week just to update you guys a little bit. It was actually a really good week. I thrifted 3 days, and they were almost full day thrifting trips. I mean, I spent several $100s and got a ton of inventory. I think last time I made a video I had 120 things listed. So I'm at 408 right now, which is awesome for me. I've been trying really hard to grow my store. So I have been working really hard. I think I told you guys last week I had my first $0 day. And it was that day that I questioned if I made a really stupid decision to quit my job to eBay full time. And I snapped out of that pretty quickly because I know I did not make a mistake in quitting my job. 0 days happen. They happen with every reseller, whether they're full-time or part-time. It's just part of this game. So yeah, that next day I think I listed like 75 things, which I usually list between 20 to 30. So I really stepped up my game, and I think that you have to have some crappy days in order to motivate and push yourself harder. You know, eBay is how I make my money now, and I will do everything in my power to not have a $0 day again. I do want to just consider, I guess, different options if it happens again as to, do I want to do more auctions so stuff is ending every day? Do I want to lower my buy it now prices so that, you know, that doesn't happen or whatever to attract more buyers? But I'm kind of just experimenting right now with how I do my listings. So I have about probably 80 or 85% of my listings on buy it now, but I also use best offer. So if they offer me a lower price than what I have it listed as, I will either accept it or I'll counter offer back to them. And then I have some things listed on 7-day auction as well, which is usually stuff that I find at the Goodwill bins, which if you don't know what the Goodwill bins are, they are these big blue bins that you dig through. It's at a Goodwill outlet, and you pay per the pound. So you literally fill your cart up with stuff, and then you push it onto this big scale, and they weigh it, and then you pay, you know, ours is 99 cents per pound. So you get things super cheap, but I usually will list that stuff on auction just to have stuff selling basically every day in my store, and it kind of just like carries my store. just to keep like my daily total up and everything. So yeah, it's been going fine. I think I'm curious because I think some of my followers have their entire store on Buy It Now, and I think some of you guys just do auction. So I am kind of curious. I'm just kind of experimenting with what works best for me, I guess, right now at that point. But yeah, that's how it's set up for now. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I listed on my Instagram account this week that once I hit 500 items, I'm going to throw a 50% off sale in my store for 24 hours. So what is happening is, as you can see right now, the backdrop behind me is kind of this like, it's a wood background, but it has kind of like an orange tint to it. So I only use natural daylight when it comes to listing on eBay right now, which is awful as a full-time reseller because that means I only have like 6 hours to list where I have really good lighting, which is just, I need more time. So the other night I bought a lighting kit, so those big like studio lights, and then I also bought a new backdrop, and it's more of like a white brick one. So I'm going to be taking pictures with my new backdrop and lighting, and I think they'll look a lot better. Because sometimes, even in natural daylight, sometimes my pictures still look a little bit orange, and it drives me insane. So that being said, I think I'm going to get my new stuff in like a week. And I want to kind of clean out some old inventory and just get some listings gone that have the old pictures on them. The old pictures and with like this backdrop. So I had been taking some of my pictures with just the normal like camera setting where, so if you're in your camera app, you have like the option to do a square photo or just like a normal sized photo. So I had been doing the normal sized photos, which I thought was fine, but then I realized when I post those on eBay, it actually like cuts off part of the picture. I should be using the square portion of the camera app, or the square option of the camera app, because that will fill the whole box of like your eBay listing. So yeah, I just kind of want to get rid of some old stuff. I have a ton of inventory here that I'm waiting to post with my new backdrop because it's just like higher end stuff that I know will sell better with better pictures and better backdrop and stuff. But I'm still listing some like bread and butter items, and once I get to 500 is when I'll throw my big sale, which I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys will all shop your little hearts out. Let's see. Oh, another thing I did this past week was I spent one day and updated my Excel spreadsheet with all of my expenses and all of my income and all of my mileage and all of that fun stuff. So it's so time consuming. And I guess I don't have I'm not very organized with it yet. I feel a lot better after this past week, but I basically just collect all my receipts throughout the month and then update my Excel spreadsheet once a month. So it's been hard because I've been kind of mixing my personal and business things together. So for example, this last week I got a business credit card. So it'll be nice moving forward because I can put all of my business expenses on that credit card and keep it separate from my personal. But before I had that credit card, I was using my personal one to, buy shipping supplies, to buy thrift store purchases and everything. So I bought something off Amazon, some, I think, poly mailers, and I don't get a receipt with it, and it had like my personal credit card just automatically linked to Amazon. So I bought it on my personal credit card, so then I had to go back through and pull all my like business expenses and add them to the spreadsheet because there was just no easy way to do it without going through my personal credit card, and then you have to figure out what was personal and what was business related. So it's just kind of a mess. I'm actually really excited that I quit my job in November because it means that I kind of had like a month and a half of a trial run with how to do things. So once January 1st comes, I think it'll be really good because I'll have everything completely separate and I'll pay myself paychecks like every 2 weeks. And it's been hard now because I have like the separate PayPal bank account, and I had to like transfer money to pay for some of my thrifting expenses. Since they were business related, I wanted the business checking account to pay for it, not my personal checking account. So it's been a big mess, but I think come January 1st is when I'll be organized and structured, and I'm really excited about it. I just need to get through like the rest of December and survive. Just make sure that you guys are tracking everything, because it'll be a lot easier when it comes tax time if you stay organized up until that point. Like I said, I just will track this stuff once a month, and I usually put it off as long as I can, but it is really important that you guys, make sure that you're tracking all the needed stuff, because it'll help you in the long run for sure. I know a lot of you guys probably have questions as to what exactly is tax deductible, or what exactly should I be tracking, or how do I track mileage, or whatever. I can't answer all of those questions because I am not a CPA and I don't know the answers. A lot of you guys probably have your spouse or your dog on speed dial on your cell phone. I literally have my CPA on speed dial. She's the only person on it, and I call her constantly, to the point I'm pretty sure she hates my guts. But, this is why I pay her the big bucks, right? I want to make sure everything is organized, and I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So if you guys have questions, call your CPA. Like, truly, they will be able to answer your questions, to be able to explain all the complicated things when it comes to filing taxes on eBay. I would love your guys' input on how you, organize things, how you keep things separate, if you keep things separate. I think some of you guys just have one credit card for personal and business, and you just track business stuff as need be on your, bookkeeping or Excel or whatever you guys use. So I want to show you guys how I list really quick, what that process is like for me. I've gotten a lot of questions as to what that looks like, so I just wanted to run through it really quickly here. So yesterday I went to my honey hole and spent a couple $100s and got a ton of stuff, so I need to get all that listed. And it was actually really funny. So I guess they must have, it was the day that they roll out a bunch of new racks of clothing. So I was standing by the door that they bring them out, and this old man was like wheeling them out. And I made a comment to him. I was like, "Thank you so much for letting me go through this stuff first before you let anyone else." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't care if you do that." So I got first dibs on all of the new racks, which was absolutely incredible because I found so much good stuff, like Eileen Fisher and Lululemon and Patagonia. I also got like 3 North Face jackets. And yeah, Eileen Fisher too. I found a new with tags Eileen Fisher sweater. I think it retailed for like $187, and I got it for $4.99, so that was a win. I am going to show you one of the things I found yesterday because I was really excited about it. It is this Lululemon tennis skirt, and I'm sure you guys all know Lululemon by now, but that's the logo, what it looks like. And it actually still has the size tag inside. Usually when you find these, they've been cut out already. And I paid $3.99 for it, which is, it doesn't get cheaper unless you find it at the bins. But the last 2 skirts I've had of these have sold for $60. So easy money right there. I should show you guys what I got first. This Patagonia, it's a rain jacket. I'm guessing this will probably flip for about $70. I paid $8.99 for it. I have this Anthropologie Sparrow sweater. Kind of takes the color out, but it's like a dark pink. Oh, Victoria's Secret pink sweatshirt. These are like my bread and butter item. This is cool. This is Adam Lippy's. I haven't heard of it before, but I looked it up and comps look really good. I think it'd be great for maybe New Year's Eve or something for someone to wear. Very glittery and sparkly. Madewell. Madewell. Cute little sweater. Also has a zipper back. And then this J. Crew floral top. And, oh, here's my Eileen Fisher piece that's new with tags. It's just like this coral sweater. Man, that really takes the color out. It looks prettier than what it's showing right now. Let's see the price tag on this. $198. Okay, and then this is the last thing I'll show you. This is just like a Victoria's Secret pink robe. I hope I'm doing a good job showing you guys. $3.99. So, you know what time it is. Let's get to listing. So I will take like 4 or 5 pictures, usually the front, the side, the back, and then also the tag. And then also sometimes I'll take like a close-up if there's like a pretty detail, a pretty print. Make sure when you put clothes on your mannequin to try to stretch out the shirt, because it really like adds value to your item when it's stretched out. I'm being sarcastic, do not. Okay, so we've taken some pictures, and I'll show you how to like list an item or what I do to find like a title and stuff. But I wanted to give you guys, or tell you guys a couple quick other things. If you're new to eBay or selling, you're probably not going to have a mannequin like I have, which is fine. I think I spent $50 on that, which was a good investment for my eBay business. But I would recommend, if you're just starting off or you want to get into selling on eBay, to go through your closet first and grab 3 to 5 things of your own that you don't wear any longer and post them on eBay, because it's important for you to learn how to take pictures of an item, and good pictures. Like, I've literally seen pictures on eBay of people trying to sell something, and they will have their messy bedroom in the background of their picture. So they'll just like hold up a shirt and take a picture, and all their dirty clothes are in the background. Like, as a buyer, I would never want to buy your thing if you have really bad pictures, or if I know like that shirt is coming from a really messy or dirty house. It just isn't, it's not a good way to market your item. So just take good pictures, maybe use natural lighting, maybe if you have like a hardwood kitchen floor, lay it on there and take a picture. I've been taking some pictures using a blanket scarf as like a flat lay backdrop. So I'll lay the scarf on the ground and then I'll put shoes on it or whatever and take some pictures, and they've turned out pretty good. So just be creative, see what you have around your house to help the quality of your picture, and go with that, and take several pictures. Don't just take one, because people like to be able to tell like the detail of the shirt or whatever you're selling. So just take that in mind when you're taking pictures too. And then just list a few of your own things just to get in the hang of how to list an item and what the process will be like once something sells and you ship an item. So, okay, let me grab, I'm not going to list everything with you guys on here because this video might be super boring. I have no idea. I've had a lot of people ask me like what the process is like for me listing, so I wanted to just have this be like an informative video. And if this is boring at any time, just shut YouTube off and don't listen to me anymore. Okay, let's do this Madwell sweater. Where is my roller? Okay. So the fun thing about, did I say Madwell? It's Madewell. Duh. Okay, the fun thing about Madewell is that inside every Madewell tag will be the material tag, but there's two things on this tag that you want to pay attention to. It'll say what year this exact sweater came out, and it'll also list the style number. So this says fall of 2013, so this is a little over 3 years. I don't like to buy anything really that's more than 2 or 3 years old. So this is kind of stretching it, but it was just so cute to pass up. I had to get it. So we know it came out in 2013. And on the style number, what I do is I pull up Google, and I will type in Madewell style, and then put the style number, 05923. And it will actually pull out, or it'll pull up the exact image. Obviously hers is blue, but it'll pull up the exact name of whatever style number you just typed in. So this is called Gallerist Point Top and Stripe. So I will literally list this on eBay, and I will say women's Gallerist Point Top and Stripe, and I'll put black and white, and I'll also add zipper back because it just talks about some of the detail on it. And some people will see that it has a zipper back and will think it's adorable and want it. So that's my title. And then, let's see. I get asked if I put measurements. There's a description that you have to put in eBay where you describe your item. So I always buy a measuring tape or ruler if you don't have one, which hopefully you guys should. Like, how new are you guys? And I measure armpit to armpit. I'm just showing you, I won't actually do it. Armpit to armpit. I do top of shoulder to bottom of sweater. And I'll actually put that like armpit to armpit and then put 12 inches or whatever it is. And then I will also do armpit to end of sleeve. And then in the pictures, I usually take a picture of the material too, because a lot of people want to know like what material is in the top that they're buying. So you can either write it in the description or take a picture. If it's a lot of different material, I'll take a picture just because it's easier than listing it all out. But just keep that in mind. And then, so if you want to know like how should I price this item? So I will go to eBay to see how much similar ones have sold for. So let me pull this up here. Give me a second. Are you bored yet? Here we go. Did you guys know in the top right-hand corner of eBay, it doesn't really focus, so it's hard for me to show you. There is I don't know why I keep trying, it's not focusing. There's a filter button, so if you click the filter button, you can go to completed items and sold items. And you can literally see what has sold, the date it sold, and how much it sold for. So I am looking at this top here. Sold for $9.99, so that's encouraging. Okay, here we go. This one sold for $43. I will probably list this at $24.99 or best offer. So if someone, I probably won't take less than $20 for this, but if someone comes back and offers me $15, then I'll counter them at, $21 or whatever. And so yeah, that's the process of how I find the title of something and how I price it, and then what my description is, which are the most important things when you list on eBay. Not every brand will have a style number in there for you to pull up the item number or the item name, but I would still look up completed and sold items on eBay. And if I didn't know what this was called, I would just put in Madewell striped sweater and see if something similar pulled up to it to determine my pricing. We'll do one more thing here. We'll do this Patagonia rain jacket. I seriously love this. I almost wish it was my size and a women's. So I showed you guys earlier, we took some pictures, so this is something that I have no idea what, I can tell by the material it's like a raincoat, but I'm not sure what the actual name of it is. So I'm going to eBay here, and I'm typing in men's Patagonia zip up raincoat, and we'll see what pops up. Ooh, here it is. Great vintage Patagonia men's rain windbreaker light jacket coat. Okay, so they basically just used a lot of words and put it in the title, which is fine. It's what you have to do if you don't actually know what it's called. So this is an active listing. They're selling it for $50. I was hoping to get a little bit more. I might list it at like $59.99 and see if I can get some bites from that. I always list my buy it nows using best offer, so we'll see how it goes. So again, just if you don't know the title of something, go to eBay and just type in what you have, what you think this is, and see if something similar is pulling up to your exact item to determine what to title it as. It's really important that you use good titles, because that's how people are going to find your item. I've seen some people, so a little story is that I have had people message me saying, hey, stuff isn't selling in my store, what am I doing wrong? And there's been a couple people that I'm like, hey, give me your eBay name, I'll go stalk your eBay and I'll give you advice on what I think you're doing wrong or right, or how to better improve your eBay store. And I went into this one girl's store, and she, first of all, had terrible pictures. She had it like hanging, her pictures hanging over a door, which was fine, but then it was like a 2-panel door, is that what it's called? And you could see the other door was open, and so you could see inside her laundry room, and it just looked dirty, no one wants to buy an item listing it like that. So I was like, take better pictures, don't have anything in the background, just use a solid white wall. And her title was Tommy Bahama shirt. There was no, is it men's, is it women's? What color is it? What's the material? What, style is it? Is it a button-up shirt? Is it a zip-up jacket? Whatever. You have to use descriptive words in your title. Otherwise, you're not going to have views or watchers on your items. So just take that in consideration when you're listing, because it is really important. So yeah, and then again, I would measure armpit to armpit, length of jacket, and armpit to end of sleeve. So yeah, that's how I list. Hopefully you guys learned something. my backdrop, and I've had a lot of people tell me too, like, oh, I live in a really small apartment or house and I don't have a lot of extra room to store inventory or to have, a dedicated eBay spot. It's okay. I live in like a 900 square foot apartment, and my backdrop and mannequin are literally in my kitchen, which is the perfect place to have that stuff because it really adds decorations to the kitchen, and it's right by my front door, so when people walk in, it's the first thing they see, which is honestly, it's very welcoming. I mean, who wouldn't want to see a naked mannequin when they first walk in? That thing scares me if I come home late at night. It seriously, like, I need to put it away, but I just use it every day, so it's like, why put it away if I'm just going to use it again? Yeah, that's a great thought. But yeah, I think that's everything, you guys. I really hope this wasn't boring, but it could be. So continue to give me feedback, whether it's positive or negative, because I want to hear what you guys think of these, what future videos you want from me. I have some ideas that I want to do, but I actually just bought a camera, so I'll be able to take you guys on some thrifting trips with me. I just use this web camera linked to my Mac, so I can't really take this out and about with me. But I do want to do some more like ride-along videos so you guys actually come along with me, just to have it be more interactive in a way. So we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.